Okay, you've got this partly right. There's some issues around the squash and stretch. For example, it should come back to the neutral position. It's sort of stretching too much too early, and then it should come back to the neutral position at the top of the curve, but it's still quite stretched there. Well, maybe it does sort of, but also the timing. It's. I mean, the idea that it starts off fast and slows down generally is okay, but it seems to just. Uh, it's like it accelerates and then decelerates, so it shouldn't accelerate. So let's just take a look at Maya, um, and let's start with. Okay, this, and let's take a look at the graph editor here. So yeah, see how it's accelerating and decelerating with each of these bounces. So what I would do first of all, looking at the X translate, I would start by making these all linear. I mean, you've got a general thing where the curve is slowing down, but each kind of iteration between that was accelerating and decelerating. So I think that'll help that. For the Y translate, these are kind of extreme, but like this one's. I might just pull these. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's not gonna. We're not gonna. Oops, wrong one again. We're not gonna see a big change from this actually. Okay. And let's kind of look at it now. I'll just hide the curves. Where did my texture go? It's weird. I would still say it's maybe a little bit too. Um, it's the general, the kind of shape of this is it kind of slows down a bit extremely. I would make it a little bit more kind of linear overall. Because then that first bit was just so fast. Let's take a look at it now. Okay, that forward momentum looks a little bit better. The is it this thing? Is that the yeah? This is just not looking quite right. So look how stretched it is. It's barely moved down at all. It's really not even going that fast, and it's super stretched here. And then it gets stretched a little bit less there. So let's see what's going on there. I think it's just getting too stretched too quickly. Whoops. I would also have it touch the bottom of the grid to make it easier. But yeah, you've got this extra keyframe here, which is, I think, part of your problem there. So on the frame before it hits, we want it kind of stretched. And that's when it gets to its most stretched. And then squashed, and then kind of recover maybe for a frame, but then move this, oops, move this back a couple frames. Yeah, and that'll be kind of the most stretched it is. And then here, that should be 0. Kind of for that to be a channel box. So that's neutral again. Alright, so let's compare it. Let's watch that now. So doesn't that first one look a little bit better? I think it does. And then the other thing you could do is the, did you do the additional? I don't think you did the, Oh, I'm sorry. So yeah, this should be here. You did do the extra um, contact thing. There we go. Oh yeah, that's better. So, and then you could kind of repeat that for the other jumps. Let's take a look at the um, realistic. Oh, sorry. It's a little weird how it accelerates at the end. Sometimes weird stuff happens like that with balls. Usually it would just slow down. But either way, you need to have the rotation um, accommodate that. There's something a little funny. There's some other weird kind of acceleration at the end, but again, sometimes balls do that kind of thing. So I think the main thing there is just um, see if it lets me open your file, because yeah, I was having this problem before. It's just something weird about the file name. I don't know what it is. Let's see if it lets me open it here. Oh, come on. That's just so weird. It's just acting really bizarre. I don't know. Yeah. So I would just say the main thing I would adjust here is the on the is this the rotate thing or oh ball rotate? Did you put your rotate on here? So say so maybe starting like here and it just needs to rotate more. So I'm just gonna rotate it more there. I've got my auto keyframe on, so I don't know why that's just checking the graph. I don't know what's going on there. It's just too flat here. Yeah, something like that. You can go in and adjust it, but roughly like that. But yeah, overall good job. I think yeah, just a couple fixes on each of these would take them to the next level.